Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Coach Jazzy. Today, I would like to start a new series all about manifesting your healthiest life possible. Um, I will work on the title of this thing. But basically, what we're going to be talking about is how you can manifest a healthy living, and some different ways that you can do that. And to be able to, hopefully, by the end of this video, you should be able to start thinking deeper about how you can start manifesting your healthiest life. My hope for this is that it's going to be about 5 episodes, with this being episode 1 as basically the introduction, but also really diving into some information, and then also just me sharing some of my experiences with you about how I manifest and some different ways that I like to help my clients manifest, to help basically be able to see the results that you're looking for in your life. As always, a side note, I am not a doctor or like my word is not bond. So everything that I share, I've either learned from personal experience or I've seen through some of my clients, or like from friends. So just all different experiences from my life. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, what is manifestation and manifesting? And you guys probably hear this a lot, especially if you are into health and wellness and really diving into your self-care and your spirituality. Manifestation is really big in spirituality. And so for me, manifestation is kind of the fancy way of putting things into the universe. You can do that different ways. You can speak them, you can pray about it, you can meditate about it, you can write it down, you can do vision boards. It's pretty much putting what you want in your life on out, like I said, out into the universe. So like I said, it could be either on paper, it could be through visuals, it could be just talking to friends. Side note, funny story, my birthday was a few weeks ago, and one of my really good friends, and old college roommate, Joy, if you're watching, shout out to Joy. I was talking to her about really needing to go to Sephora. And I needed to go to Sephora because I needed some new skincare products, and because since I recently moved the last few months, I have been experiencing new weather and my face has been super dry. And so I was telling her I really just need, I need to like just figure out some time to find a Sephora, because I don't even know if I have Sephora here. And anyways, I ended up getting a phone call or a text message later from my other friend's mom, wishing me a happy birthday, and she sends me a gift card to none other than Sephora. I hadn't told anybody else prior to that I wanted to go to Sephora, but just by speaking it, it happened by chance. And so that is kind of what manifestation is. It's basically your prayers being answered, without them necessarily having to be prayers. So, like I said, you can manifest through meditation, prayer, writing things down. For me, writing things down, making lists, setting goals, that's my favorite way of manifesting. So why don't you let me know what you do right now, or maybe what you're interested in doing if you're not currently doing it, in the comments, to kind of get the dialogue going about manifestation and how we want to incorporate that into our lives. So the next thing is going to be, how can we incorporate manifestation to create a healthy lifestyle? So one thing that I do, which has been super helpful, is really just writing down my goals. Um, Sitting with myself and just figuring out, what do I want to accomplish with regards to my health. Um, that could look like, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to get stronger. I want to tone my body. Um, I want to eat more vegetables. I want to drink more water. So, really figuring out what are some steps that I can take to increase my health. And so I start thinking about those things. From there, I go ahead and I start making a list. What are things that are achievable? What's something that I can start doing? What's my big picture, and then what are some small steps I can start doing to help me reach those goals? And so those are like the first steps to manifesting. It's really knowing what you want, and then being able to kind of start to figure out what that process looks like. Then from there, it kind of all starts falling into place. I want to go ahead and dive into one of my questions that I have. So for each episode, I will have 1 to 2 questions that I will answer, and then I'm hoping that you guys can just start thinking about. And if you want to answer, feel free. The comment section will definitely be open for you to share your thoughts as well. So as far as starting to manifest, the first thing that you want to do, and that I encourage you all to do, is to examine the top 3 areas that you're spending time daily, and to think about, in those top 3 areas, is your health one of the top 3, or 2 of the top 3, or 3 of the top 3? If it's not, what or who is taking up those top 3 spots? And secondly, who or what is your driving motivation to complete tasks daily? Whether it's whether it's health related or not. Sorry. So for me, when I think about the top 3 things that I do, I go to work, I work out, and generally I am in the kitchen. So for me, 2 out of the 3, and actually realistically 3 out of the 3 things, my top 3 things that I do every day, really they do contribute to my health. As you all know, I'm a health coach, but also I have another job that I go to, and I specifically got that job, for one, because you can never have too many streams of income coming in, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But number 2, I knew that as much as I really wanted to have a job where I just solely could work from home, I also needed to be able to interact with other people. And so getting this second job was really for me and my self-care and my mental health. I think over the past year, everybody has struggled a bit with their mental health, especially if they've been in isolation with the whole pandemic, not really being able to socialize and be around people. I know for myself, I really struggled in the beginning. And so for me, moving to a new place where I absolutely know nobody, it was something that I knew I had to do. I knew that in order to maintain my mental health, I needed to be able to get out and socialize and interact with other people. And so hence the second job. my working out obviously is for my health. I love working out. It is something that I have recently started back doing. I I work out not only to stay physically fit, but I also work out to um, also maintain my mental health. I have this saying, I've been saying this for the last few weeks, that I just need peace in my life. Um, and that is a part of me manifesting peace in my life. Peace as in less stress, less drama. Not I'm on a very what's the word I'm looking for? Solitude. Does solitude work here? Maybe I'm on a journey of solitude. I'm not sure. I don't know if that works. Let me know in the comments if that's the right word that I should be using. But I just I only want positivity in my life. And as far as like my everyday life, I want to be able to wake up happy. I want to be able to enjoy the things that I'm doing, and I know that like by working out, that helps me to do that. It's a great stress reliever for me. um there's so many pros. Like I said, it's a great stress reliever. I feel more energized. I sleep better at night. um I can't say pretty much anything bad. I love the feeling of being sore, although I hate the feeling of being sore at the same time. Welcome to my life. I'm complicated. Um, I think that is the kind of the best thing about working out, is that I don't really have any negatives. And on the flip side, my body changes and I'm more confident in the end. So that is why I've spent so much time trying to build back up my fitness routines and just getting in the habit of getting in my daily dose of exercise, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour and a half. Just getting in some movement has been super motivating and helping me to just want to be a better person. And then my third thing that I mentioned that I spend time in is in the kitchen and cooking. Um, I love to cook. Healthy food, not healthy food. I love experimenting with making unhealthy foods healthy. Um, and so I also know that spending a lot of time on what we eat, it's if you have goals of changing your body, a lot of that starts in the kitchen. It really doesn't really, not that working out doesn't matter, but it's really more about what you put into your body. And so that's something that I've really gotten into over the past few years. Um, I'm very much about being healthy on a budget. You know, you don't have to spend crazy amounts of money to be healthy. There's always a deal out there. There's always ways to make eating healthy work for you. And everyone's version of eating healthy is very different. The biggest thing for me is taking baby steps, being able to say, okay, um, I'm going to replace white rice with brown rice, because brown rice is a complex carb and it's going to burn slower, keep me full longer, and it's not going to, it's less processed. You know, there's so many different things. Okay, so I'm gonna, sorry. Whew. So I'm going to swap out um, brown rice for white rice. Or instead of getting ice cream tonight, I'm gonna get frozen yogurt, because yogurt is better than ice cream. At least in my head it is. I don't want to hear it in the comments that they're both terrible for you. It's all about taking the baby steps and not depriving yourself of things that you really enjoy. Um, so yeah, those are my top three. Basically, my motivation for that is, again, because I want to live a very peaceful life. I want to live a life filled with less stress. So I try to do activities and things that are going to promote that in my life. So by writing all of these things down, I'm able to accomplish more. So hopefully that wasn't some weird tangent that I just went on. I really want to know your answers. Again, the question was to examine the top 3 areas that you're spending your time daily. And is to be able to recognize, is your health at the center? Why or why not? And if it's not, who or what is taking up that time, and where can you reprioritize your time so that your health can be at the center of where you're spending most of your time. Again, these are just the first steps into how to manifest things. Let's see. I want to kind of talk about I want to dig deeper into why we manifest. So we can only do so much as people. You can put your mind to anything that you want and you can achieve it, right? But how often are you able to really achieve your goals without any outside factors? For me, it's very rare. I need all the motivation. I need my own personal motivation. I need my self-discipline. I need my prayer. I need my support system. I need people to cheer me on. And so sometimes it's really important to put into the universe what you need, whether that be I need a friend to help motivate me to work out. I need people. Maybe you need the right support system. And so putting all of that stuff out into the universe, that could, like I said, that could be praying about it. That could be meditating on it, meditating on how to do it, right? So maybe you're not necessarily saying manifestation is not, I'm going to say it, so it's going to happen. Typically, it doesn't work that way. If you're constantly talking about something, that means you're probably constantly taking the steps to make it happen. I manifest all the time a healthy business and a healthy lifestyle. However, if I'm not putting in the work and posting my videos regularly, or advertising my programs, or speaking to the right people, it's not going to happen. I can talk about it all day. Yes, I'm throwing it into the universe, but if I'm not taking the signs or the steps or catching, the signals of, hey, you need to move in this direction, hey, you need to do this, it's not going to happen. And so that's something that's really important to remember when we're talking about manifestation, is that although we want to be able to, sorry, I had to catch myself again because I was about to go off on another tangent. But we have to remember that manifestation is just a part of it. And there's steps to manifesting. So just remember to keep those things in mind. I say all of this because my next question is, how can I elevate my opinion over the opinion of the culture? Which I feel like is a very deep question. I feel like especially our generation, or my generation, I don't know who's watching, but my generation, people tend to do things to appease other people. And that is not what your health and what manifesting is about. For me, how can I elevate my opinion over the opinion of the culture? I actually already shared one way that I do that. I am from the West Coast. That's where I was raised. But my family is very Southern in the way that we cook and that we eat. And it's funny because I am definitely the black sheep when it comes to that type of thing. I love a lot of Southern cooking. I love Cajun food. I love butter. That is like a staple in a Southern household. You better have some butter, real butter, not that margarine, butter. And so for me, what I've done over the last few years has been to not only how can I eat healthier on a budget, but how can I take some of my favorite meals growing up as a kid and make them healthier so that I can still have them and make them flavorful. Healthy food does not have to be tasteless, unflavorful. Like, I season my food, okay? So that is something that's really important to me to remain true to who I am as far as my culture goes, but at the same time I want to still be healthy. So as much as I use butter, real butter, it's actually better. Side note, real butter is actually better for you than fake butter because it's not as processed. And so as long as you're consuming things, the less processed things that you're consuming, the better. But I digress. So that's how I've heard for years, I'm too healthy. We want flavor in our food. And I've had to learn that it doesn't really matter what other people think or say because this is my body, this is my life, and I have the right to be able to live it however I want and eat whatever I want and however I want. And so, being able to take other people's opinions out of the equation and focus on what's important to me has really helped me to be able to build upon what it is I'm working towards. And so this question is important to think about and to start to answer for yourself, because when you're manifesting for your life, you want to make sure it's truly what you want and not what other people want. You don't want to be manifesting to the universe or God or whatever you believe in that you want a big butt. Let's go there. Let's go there today. I want a bigger butt. So you're manifesting, how can I get a bigger butt? Well, in reality, you don't want the bigger butt. You want to be toned. You want to be in shape. You don't want to have to go get surgery to fit into what the culture says that you need to have to feel confident. And so instead of saying, I want a bigger butt, you can still say you want a bigger butt. I say it all the time. But in reality, what I want is I want definition. I actually want a smaller waist and my thighs to be a little smaller so that my butt pokes out a little bit more. And the way that I can get that is by doing more squats and by toning my legs up more and working on my abs and really getting my body to the image that I want it to be. Stop, please, please, please stop allowing other people to decide for you what you want and start thinking for yourself and manifesting truly what it is you want. All right, guys. I think that's it for part one. I think we got a little deep there, but I think it was good. I think hopefully you're able to start thinking about what it is you want to start manifesting in your life with regards to your health. Take the first step by thinking about what it is that you truly want, and then we can go from there. Remember, I think I said it at the beginning already, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.